Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive, Williams. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell from 19 yards away. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 yards to go, second down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Williams, off play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Williams' throw complete here to commit. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Moore, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing him.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. First and 10, it's Stroud. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 4. Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, nifty juke. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Swift going to try up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it, Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Stroud. This goes out wide from Nixon.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Diggs.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Williams' throw there complete to Allen.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Williams now on third down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
A little short pass. This is Everett. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Williams.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd and 19.
Looking to throw. Williams.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Williams throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Williams. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Williams toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On the bootleg, Stroud.
That is caught. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.